welcome again to Musical Intelligence. This is going to be a quick one. I'm saying goodbye to an old friend. It's not that much of an old friend. I've had her for about 4 or 5 years. But I'm not going to say circumstances. I could keep it. I can afford to. I'm not rich, but I could afford to keep her. This thing here. But she deserves a better musician or a better lover, however you want to look at it. So I'm saying goodbye to my Vancouver 2010 Winter Olympics Special Edition flute. In 2010, Yamaha made 13 flutes that were gold plated. So I'll go over most of the specs on this flute. I'm a sax player by trade, I'm not a flutist. So this is going to be enjoyed by someone in Nevada who's a much better flute player than I am, hopefully. I'm pretty sure she is. So it's a sterling silver flute. Now I'll try to get the camera to focus on this. I'm putting my hand so that, man, there we go. So you see the Yamaha logo, EC head joint, silver head, 92.5% silver, right? 674, so that's the model number. So it should be an HCT model. Open hole, offset G, which is perfect for me for my fairly small fingers. Offset holes again. B with the trill key. It's not a trill key, it's a key to get the upper harmonics right. So I found that out. So all gold. All gold plated, I should say. So this is going to be a really, really nice tool, or really, really, really nice collectible item for someone. I found this flute in a pawn shop in Montreal about 5 years ago, like I said. I'm not going to say it was cheap, but it's a lot cheaper than what I'm getting for it now. And at the time I took a risk. I had no idea when I bought it. It was a special edition flute. So I got it. Took it to Twig, which is the biggest Yamaha retailer here in Eastern Canada. And one of the owners of the shop, one of the brothers, Pascal Twig, looked at it and recognized it immediately. And he's the one who cued me in on its nature, its reason for existing, and what happened. So they made 13 of these for the Winter Olympics. It's much more enjoyable to look at the flute than look at me. I can get the damn thing to focus. And because I had it, it's because they were for sale after the Winter Olympics. Meaning they made these 13 flutes, they lent them to the orchestra that was playing the ceremonies at the Vancouver Olympics, the opening and closing ceremonies. And then Yamaha gathered the flute at the end of those because they were on loan, put them back in their cases, and sold them through their retailers in Canada. So I'm assuming they made 13 of them for the 10 provinces and the 3 territories. I keep looking at it because tomorrow it's gone. It's not going to be mine anymore. She will have a different lover. And maybe that different lover will call her he. That's your problem. That's not mine. So I happened upon this beauty, like I said, in the pawn shop. Pascal Twig at Twig Music told me that he was pretty sure this was it. So I sent an email to Yamaha 4 or 5 years ago. And Yamaha customer service is a little bit slow sometimes, if not all the times. So they finally answered me and confirmed to me this was a special edition flute made for the Winter Olympics. I was trying to get a certificate. I didn't get any. There aren't any certificates for this. There are no special engravings on the flute letting you know it's this. It is this special edition. You have to trust Yamaha, who seem to do a better job at keeping a tab on their serial numbers than Gibson or even Fender. So, again, this one's going bye-bye. I'll play a few notes on it. I'll end the video with me playing it outside a few days ago. Again, I'm gonna miss her. But, you know what they say? If you really love someone, you gotta let her go. So she's going. Yes, sir. Ah, there it is.